Albans meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points. 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Contestants in studio do not see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. October babies. See if you can identify the following prominent Americans, all of whom were born in the month of October. This philanthropist was a co-founder and former chairman of Microsoft. George Marshall, yes, Bill Gates is correct. He was the author of Jurassic Park. The answer is Michael Crichton. This scientist and Albert Sabin discovered vaccines to prevent polio. The answer is Jonas Salk. This Washington Nationals right fielder was the 2015 MVP. St. Albans?
Harper.
Yeah, it's Harper. He succeeded James Garfield and became our St. Albans.
Arthur.
Yeah. She designed Washington's Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It was Maya Lin. He was the author of Death of a Salesman. Arthur Miller. This astrophysicist's first two names are Neil deGrasse. St. Albans.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes, it was. And that's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season. And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
Yeah, let's hear it for the Stone Ridge Step Team. Hello, everybody, and welcome to It's Academic, sponsored for more than 50 years by Giant Food. That deserves a little bit of applause. It is time to meet these fine teams. We begin with George Marshall High School from Falls Church, Virginia. First, we get to say hello to Rishab. How are you?
Hi, I'm Rashab Jain. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Marshall High School, and I would like to thank our alternates, Robbie and Shweta, for coming out with us today.
All righty, Daniel.
I'm Daniel Roos. I'm a 17-year-old senior at George Marshall High School, and I would like to thank our principal, Mr. Litz, and our teacher sponsor, Ms. Campbell.
Great. Vedas, how are you?
Hi, I'm Vedas Banaji. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore at George Marshall High School, and I'd like to thank our parents and teachers for coming out today.
Wonderful. Here we go, guys. His towel is blue. Forget towels and find in this sentence the last name of what 19th century woman who wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin? Answer?
Ellis.
Nope. Harriet Beecher Stowe. Einstein, Newton, Archimedes. These three scientists lived centuries apart. Can you arrange them in chronological order, starting with the earliest?
Archimedes, Newton, Einstein.
You've got it. Here you see every other letter in the name of what small North African country?
Tunisia.
Yes. The mythical Cerberus was a dog with 3 fleas. No, you won't find this statement in any mythology book. Please change one word and make this sentence correct.
Fleas to heads.
Yeah. My strength has its roots in my relation to my mother. This tribute was written by what Viennese psychoanalyst who clouded the issue by developing theories about the Oedipus complex? Answer is Sigmund Freud. George Marshall, 170 points. From Bethesda, Maryland, the young ladies from Stone Ridge High School. Kaylee, how you doing?
Good. I'm Kaylee Zeman. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore, and I'd like to thank all of our girls from school who came to support us.
All righty, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel Ruffin. I am a 17-year-old senior at Stone Ridge, and I'd like to thank our STEP team.
Great. Lucy.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm a 16-year-old junior at Stone Ridge, and I would also like to thank everyone who came out, all their families and friends.
All right, here we go. Hid a hot dog. You can find hidden here, not a hot dog, but the name of what western state whose capital is Boise?
Idaho?
Yeah, that's it. Tibia, mandible, stapes. Here are 3 bones found in the human body. Please arrange them in order of size, beginning with the smallest. Answer?
Mandible, stapes, tibia.
Nope, stapes, mandible, tibia. There are 3 vowels missing here from the name of what African country whose capital city is Kampala?
Uganda.
Yeah. The ship, the USS Constitution, was nicknamed Old Ironheads. No, it wasn't. Can you correct this statement by changing one word?
Ironsides.
Yeah. Every atom in my body is a vibroscope. This statement was made by what American woman who overcame deafness and blindness with the help of Annie Sullivan? Answer is?
Helen Keller.
Yeah, that's it. Good job, Stone Ridge. 180 points. From Washington, D.C., the gentleman from St. Albans. Hello, Drew.
Hello, I'm Drew Mulman Rogers. I'm a 17-year-old high school senior, and I would like to thank our friends and family for coming out to support us.
All righty, Christian.
Hi, I'm Christian Potter. I'm a 17-year-old senior at St. Albans, and I'd like to thank our coach, Mr. Kelly, and our headmaster, Mr. Wilson.
And finally, Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay Sastry. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our alternate, Ian Chang, for being here.
All right, guys. Work hard in gyms. Do some work here and see if you can find the hidden name of what 29th U.S. president?
Harding?
Correct. Apollo 11 launch, Battle of Gettysburg, French Revolution began. These events each took place in July, but in much different years. Please arrange them in chronological order. Which one do you have?
We don't have French Revolution. We have Korean War truce.
Oh, well.
French Revolution's correct? Yes. Okay.
So sorry, we've had technical difficulties all morning. Apollo 11 launch, Battle of Gettysburg, French Revolution began.
From the earliest to latest?
Yes.
So the French Revolution, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Apollo 11 launch?
Very good, particularly under duress.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. No. Here you have every other letter in the name of what Asian country that won its independence from Pakistan in 1971 and has its capital at Dhaka.
Bangladesh?
Yeah. In 1860, the Federal Express began carrying mail from Missouri to California. Not really. Please change one word and correct that statement.
Federal to Pony?
Yes. A Way of Hope. These words subtitle the autobiography of Lech Wałęsa, who earned a Nobel Peace Prize because of his efforts to bring democracy to what European country whose capital is Warsaw?
Poland?
Yes, it is. St. Albans, nice job. 230 points. And we'll be right back.
If we asked what Giant means to you, you might simply say it's where I go to get my groceries. To us, it's a place you go to make a difference by helping us provide over 860,000 meals to local food banks, give over $184,000 to support our troops, raise over $1.8 million to fight childhood cancer. And for your help, we would simply say,
thank you.
The grocery store at your front door. Peapod.
Get to your local Honda dealer today for Black Friday year-end clearance pricing. Don't settle for less than a Honda. NBC4 is committed to serving the educational and informational needs of children. The station's children's television program reports describing our efforts are available through the Federal Communications Commission website at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's contestants will receive tickets to Shakespeare Theater's production of Twelfth Night, one of the greatest romantic comedies ever written, starting November 14th. Tickets and information at shakespearetheater.org. And while they're at the theater, do visit our Facebook page, please, and like us. All right, it's time for the Picture Perfect round. We're going to recap the scores before we dive in. George Marshall, 170. Stone Ridge, 180. St. Albans, 230. In this round, questions are worth 20 points, up or down. Here we go. Here we see a variety of what fruit whose leaves are said to have provided clothing for Adam and Eve? St. Albans.
Fig?
Yeah, it's fig. Looking rather gloomy here is what Russian composer who wrote the cheerful music for the Nutcracker? St. Albans.
Tchaikovsky?
Yes. You can walk down this street in what Iowa city that shares its name with a Native American tribe led by Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse? It's George Marshall.
Sioux?
Yes, it is. The objects in this picture were the prized possessions of what first Chief Justice of the United St. Albans?
Jay.
Yes, and it's nice that you answered that, Jay. This is Toba, a language spoken in what large S-initialed Indonesian island separated from Malaysia? St. Albans.
Sumatra?
Correct. Current, power, EMF. A transformer increases the voltage on a power line, but must simultaneously decrease the amperage to keep constant. What quantity that is measured in watts? Current. George Marshall.
Power.
Yes, power is it. This statue of an elephant stands outside the royal palace in what capital city of Thailand? St. Albans.
Bangkok.
Bangkok is correct, and that's the end of the round.
The more you see,
Look at that.
How good is that?
the more you do,
I truly am inspired.
the more you know. Weekends on NBC.
Due to coverage of Barclays Premier League, the More You Know lineup can be seen at the following times.
Let out your inner child at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
It's day one of Ellen's 12 days.
Check out my competition's dining room set. Table, 4 chairs, bench, and one crazy price, $24.98. I mean, what universe are they living in? Now check out my sanctuary dining set. 112-inch trestle table with 2 removable leaves, 4 comfy Bob-O-Pedic cushion chairs, plus a bench with extra storage. The whole shebang only $11.99. Hey, go back to that unrealistically overpriced universe you came from. Bob's Discount Furniture, and by discount, we mean smart.
How about we meet the folks that prepare these students for competition? Let's begin with George Marshall High School. Daniel, who's with you?
This is our teacher sponsor, Miss Campbell, and this is our principal, Mr. Litz.
Great to see you guys. From Stone Ridge, Rachel, the women behind you.
This is our coach, Mrs. Heat Dirks, and our head of upper school, Dr. Savick.
Really happy that you guys are here. And finally, from St. Albans, Christian, the esteemed gentleman standing behind you.
Behind me is Mr. Kelly. He's our coach, our math teacher, and academic dean.
Really good to see you. All right, so I know that you know how this works. George Marshall is going to answer questions from one of these envelopes. Stone Ridge will decide which envelope it's going to be. Stone Ridge.
The science?
No. Well, which packet should George Marshall answer questions from?
3.
3. All right. 8 questions. If you get them all right, bells, whistles, and 25 extra points. Here we go. 40% of the island in South America, 40% of the land in South America is drained by the hundreds of tributaries flowing into what river, the largest on the continent?
Amazon?
Yes. In an alphabetical list of state capitals, Albany, New York would come first. Last would be what capital of New Jersey? Answer?
Trenton?
Yep, it's Trenton. Some historians believe that a 17th century Cossack named Dezhny was the actual discoverer of the Bering Strait, separating Alaska from what large, cold region of Russia? Answer is Siberia. Here's your science question. Which of these devices is designed to split a beam of light into 2 parts for precise determination of wavelength and indices of refraction?
Interferometer?
You've got it. In 1892, steelworkers engaged in a bitter strike in a Pennsylvania town with what same name as the 1862 act enabling settlers to acquire federal land? Answer?
Pittsburgh?
Nope, it's the Homestead Act. Good dental hygiene would have been important to what Alice in Wonderland cat who would disappear, leaving behind only his grin?
Chester?
No, it's the Cheshire Cat. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as an integer.
30?
Yes. The first graduating class of Stanford University included what mining engineer who became our 31st president?
Harding?
Nope, Herbert Hoover, but you got the H part. So that was good. George Marshall, 290 points. All right, Stone Ridge, your turn to play. St. Albans, packet 1 or 2?
Packet 1.
Packet 1. It is now illegal to use a cell phone when crossing the street in what capital city of Hawaii?
Honolulu.
Yeah. Maine was admitted to the Union in 1820 as part of legislation known as the Compromise of what other M-initialed state? Answer is?
Massachusetts?
Nope, it's Missouri, the Missouri Compromise. A man who held the position of centurion in the ancient Roman army was an officer in charge of how many men?
100?
Yep, that's it. Here's your science question. Named after an asteroid rather than a scientist, which of these elements is used to purify hydrogen gas?
Curium?
Nope, it's palladium. Though it no longer qualifies as a planet, Pluto still has a moon named for what many-headed monster which grew another head whenever one was cut off?
Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra's it. What deep-thinking French writer foresaw the possibility of deep cruising submarines in his 1870 novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Answer? Oh, you know this one. It's Jules Verne. Here's your math question. Solve for x.
5?
Yep. Several years after he had left the presidency, what 27th chief executive was appointed Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court? The answer is William Howard Taft. Stone Ridge, 260 points. Packet number 2 for St. Albans. The longest living mammal is the bowhead variety of what largest mammal?
The whale?
Yes, it is. When the Mars Pathfinder made its 1997 Mars landing, it released a robot with what same name as the 19th century abolitionist whose last name was Truth?
Sojourner?
Correct. Because Mount Everest gets all the headlines, there was little news coverage in 1954 when Italian climbers made it to the top of what second highest mountain?
K2?
K2 it is. Here's your science question. Which of these consists mostly of methane and is produced by the action of bacteria on dead vegetation?
Marsh gas?
Yes. Until the U.S. Post Office was chartered in 1792, mail was delivered by what cabinet department whose first secretary was Alexander Hamilton?
The Treasury?
Yes. Though he lost the use of his left hand in combat, what Spanish author used his other hand to write Don Quixote?
Cervantes?
Yeah. Math question? Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
80?
80 it is. A house in Dixon, Illinois has been named a National Historic Site as it was the boyhood home of what 40th president? Answer, guys?
Gerald Ford?
No, it was Ronald Reagan. St. Albans, 470 points. We're coming back for the grab bag next.
Ready to go when you are.
Wow, you look nice.
Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter.
They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee.
Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
Schedule today and get up to a $600 credit.
I still don't get how some stores can charge so much for a mattress that's so similar to mine. Let's compare. My Bobopedic Sky Queen mattress set at only $7.99 versus the Tempur-Pedic Cloud Prima at a whopping $19.99. Both have luxurious memory foam, but I add cooling gel and a new cool-to-the-touch fabric. Plus, the Sky is 11.5 inches thick versus their 10. Has 3 firmness levels to their 1, and an 18-year warranty versus their 10. All for $1,200 less. Only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
Now, everyone at home should get ready for another year of Giant's A-Plus School Rewards program. You can earn points and help local schools every time you use your Giant card. Thanks to you, Giant has been able to award over $96 million to thousands of schools since 1989 and has already committed $2 million to this year's program. Signing up for your Giant card is easy. Simply go to giantfood.com or stop by the Customer Solutions Center at any Giant store. Experience the magic of A-Plus School Rewards each time you shop and help your local schools. All right, it's time for the all-important grab bag round. Questions are worth 20 points up or down, 30 points for the visual questions. Let's begin. The Mughal emperors of India sat on a jewel-encrusted throne named for what colorful bird whose train? St. Albans.
Peacock?
Yes, it is. There's an annual Japanese horse race in which riders wear the full regalia of what traditional Japanese warriors? St. Albans.
Samurai?
Yes. The Crayola Company was recently... No, I'm going to do that over. The Crayola Company has recently retired what color crayon named for the flower that also names the wine in a Ray Bradbury novel? Dandelion. On your screens for 30 points. Artist John Marine painted this work in 1952, the year that what man was elected president? St. Albans.
Eisenhower?
Yes, it was. In a science fiction book called Queen of the Angels, there's a space probe to what star or star group nearest our own solar system? The answer is St. Albans.
Centauri?
Yes, it is. What is the cosine of 60 degrees? George Marshall.
1/2.
Yes, it is. In 1796, a boy named James Phipps won a footnote in history when Edward Jenner vaccinated him against what deadly disease? St. Albans.
Smallpox?
Yeah, on your screens for 30 points. Only shallow people do not judge by appearances. This deep thought was expressed by what Anglo-Irish writer who can be judged by such works as The Importance of Being Earnest? St. Albans.
Oscar Wilde?
Yeah, that's good. You remembered. What compass direction identifies the last name of the English lord who served St. Albans?
North.
Yes. Choice. When a uranium nucleus decays by emitting an alpha particle, it is changed into a nucleus of thorium, plutonium, or lead. St. Albans.
Thorium.
Correct. An asteroid discovered in 1858 was given what feminine name which later identified the wife of Tsar Nicholas II? Alexandra. On your screens for 30 points. These men made the first U.S. transcontinental auto... That's it. The end of the game.
Ted Britt Lincoln has luxury for all. Drive the new 2017 MKC, only $279 a month.
Only Ted Britt gives you Ted Britt for life, lifetime vehicle coverage.
And we provide pickup and delivery for all maintenance and warranty services. TedBrittLincoln.com.
If we asked what Giant means to you, you might simply say it's where I go to get my groceries. To us, it's a place you go to make a difference by helping us provide over 860,000 meals to local food banks, give over $184,000 to support our troops, raise over $1.8 million to fight childhood cancer, And for your help, we would simply say,
thank you.
Shingles, it's moving day.
Yay! Here come the long roofing guys.
It'll all be better in just one day.
Good. My poor asphalt can't take another winter.
And our owners will be good for 50 years.
Oh, those nuts are beating the shingles out of us.
Now I know why they call fall the fall.
Free gutters and gutter guards with the purchase of a new roof.
We build trust and peace of mind into every long roofing roof.
Oh no! Long roofing's going next door.
Holy shingles.
Dude, how am I going to be ready for Saturday?
Usually I just dance a little bit, just kind of like...
Never get invited to the weird stuff.
There's nothing like Thanksgiving Day on NBC with Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the national dog show presented by Purina. Then it's the Redskins and Giants in prime time. It all starts at 9 a.m. Thanksgiving Day on NBC.
Ted Britt Lincoln has luxury for all. Drive the new 2017 MKC, only $279 a month.
Only Ted Britt gives you Ted Britt for life, lifetime vehicle coverage.
And we provide pickup and delivery for all maintenance and warranty services. TedBrittLincoln.com.
Access Hollywood, now with Natalie Morales.
All right, the scores are now official. We begin with Stone Ridge from Bethesda, Maryland. Kaylee, Rachel, and Lucy, 260 points. From Falls Church, Virginia's George Marshall High School, we have Rishab, Daniel, and Vedas with 310 points. And lighten up the scoreboard from Washington, D.C., St. Albans School. Drew, Christian J, 650 points. Nice job. Be sure to join us next week when we have DeMatha, Stonebridge, and Whitman. Until then, I'm Hillary Howard. So glad you joined us. See us next time. Everybody else, come on down.